Hello everybody, this is the continuation of my previous video which was about the large walk-in aviary that I was doing for Raga Foundation. You can see this beautiful large tricolored sea hibiscus plant, and you can see the size of the leaves, the foliage, when compared to a human. I really like to work with this plant. And here we have crotons. We have a lot of crotons so that birds can go underneath and forage and also hide in the foliage. I told you this was oregano. We like this plant but not very edible by the birds. You can see another very beautiful thing here. You can see how there's a lot of seed dispersal and the number of plants which are growing here. You have some cannons, you have some balsams, you have a lot of grasses here. You have some dicots, some monocots. A very nice place for birds to forage. Again, a lot of crotons here, a lot of bitter gourds here. We also had a pumpkin. We just harvested the pumpkins. This is another really nice plant to have in your aviary. It's called Echinopha. This is a green Echinopha with very little variegation and a straight leaf. You get these from, the leaves range from green to pink to bright red to mix of colors, and also the leaves at times are wrinkled or kind of twisted, but this is a straight leaf. It's a very nice cover. Birds love this plant. They tend to forage on this plant. You can also see some inflorescence here. Birds tend to eat that. The leaves are supple, very nice. I'll try to show you a few more varieties of this plant. We mostly have greens. We don't have the reds here, but if I can, I'll show you some plants with folded leaves and things like that. You can see this beautiful plant. This, my friends, is another variety of lemongrass. This has much less foliage when compared to the other species that we have here. You can see the leaf is thin and narrow, but again the same thing. You chop off the leaf and the aroma that you get, it's an aromatic plant. It's a natural mosquito repellent. Beautiful plant to have in a walk-in aviary. When birds, you won't get the same smell from a leaf that's not cut, but the moment you tear the leaf, then the aroma just bursts open, and that's what acts as a mosquito repellent. So if you just put this plant and then expect it to become mosquito repellent when you're not having mosquitoes, is not going to help. If you have them in your aviary but your birds don't have access to it, every day just trim a few leaves and go away. Here we have another Echinopha. You can see it's got a little red ribs, veins, the same species but with a little bit of red in it. Again, you can see it's a nice cover. Here more amaranthus. Here we have a tomato plant. We finished harvesting the tomatoes. It's actually for the birds, but because we don't have birds now, we harvested the tomatoes. It's a nice tomato plant. We have another papaya plant here, slowly growing. We have some umbrella leaf here. We have another climber coming here. This is a gourd. I think it's a bitter gourd, not sure. Then we have some Echinopha plants which are planted. Here are more cherries. You can see how nice the cherry plant is grown. You can see all the fruits here. So many fruits. Here's a ripe one. Here's a semi-ripe one. So many fruits. Another semi-ripe one. Imagine you have some birds sitting on this tree. The amount of enrichment they're going to have just foraging on these fruits and flowers and leaves. Just love this fruits. It's so tasty. There are some pomegranates here. They're very young. We have some wild pomegranates. Here you can see the same eclipha but with a curled leaf. I'll pluck one leaf and show you. You can see that the leaf is curled. And good young plant. More periwinkle here. You can see that this patch is not for foraging, it's more for hiding. You have the ground cover plant, you have the periwinkles, you have a little bit of open space underneath. We have money plant here, again not edible by the birds but a good cover. You have white periwinkle here. We have a few table rose and morning glories here. The flowers haven't yet come but flowers fairly well. Here we have this called a velvet beans climber. It was really nice. So our idea is this thing also gets onto the truss system on top so that it forms a nice cover. We have some indoor plants growing there for little birds to go and hide underneath. We have another gourd growing here. This is another plant which can be used. I think my servants ate away a lot of the ripe fruit. Mulberries. The leaf is edible, the fruits are edible. We are trying to propagate this plant. You can see we've tied some cocoa peat and slit the skin so that the rooting starts taking place. We're going to propagate more of these plants. It's a very nice plant to have in your aviary. Lot of fruit, lot of foliage. Here we have some dragon fruits. We should actually have a prop for this. I got lazy. I'll do it sometime, I'm not sure when, but we need to have two props for these dragon fruits. So this is pretty much how my aviary looks. I'm sure it will look 10 times more beautiful when we have birds flying around and you can hear to the chirping of them, and when we have visitors looking at them with awe. Because it's one thing to see a bird in a small enclosure, it's one thing to see them fly in an area like this and to watch them foraging, to watch them interact with other species and things like that. I hope you like the video. If you have any questions, do post them in the comment section below, and if you have any suggestions, please, I'm open for criticism, or if you have any other any other information on certain plants that I can have in this aviary, please feel free to let me know. But it's 1 year of work that I've been doing here. Thank you so much. I hope you like the video. Adios. Bye bye.